There's no doubting what you've achieved on a technical level. These are clearly state-of-the-art. There are just certain design choices that were made for these robots that we don't fully understand. We were hoping that you could shed some light on those.
She can dance. She can sing. She's equipped with a built-in helium tank for inflating balloons right at her fingertips. She can take song requests. She can even dispense ice cream.
With all due respect, those aren't the design choices we were curious about, Mr. Afton.
It's a new day. It's your time to shine. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for disappearance, death, or dismemberment.
Hello and welcome to your new winter job at our recently rebuilt Freddy Fazbear's restaurant. Now I'm going to go through some of the things that you'd expect to see during your first few days here as we get started down this new and rightfully exciting career path. Now first, I want you, before we continue, to bust out of your head any myths that you might have heard about our old location. You know, those stories that were in the newspapers a few years ago about the kids and the adult who went missing within our old pizzeria. Yeah, those never were true. The security camera footage from that time period was oddly missing, but there were no clues that suggested someone inside the pizzeria did the harm towards them. One of the detectives was so determined to end the case that he accused that one of our own robots was the possible suspect. He was truly out of his mind, so we had to get rid of him, and so did the police. Anyway, that bit of bad business aside, we decided to close down the pizzeria and open this new restaurant because of the bad image. The case was never solved, but you can have my word that the robots are completely harmless. To ensure your safety and comfort, however, we installed a few security measures. These are those blind spots on the cameras that are right outside your door. We installed lights and buttons that unleash a controlled shock there, so you can deal effectively with any potential robbers or whatever might be out there.
The other thing I need to inform you of is the vents. Your vents have locks and doors on them. You can't access those from your office though, but you can from your security panel. Open up your cameras and from there, you can control them. And that should be all you need to know for the night. See you tomorrow.
It's a new day. It's your time to shine. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for disappearance, death, or dismemberment.
Hello, hello. Hey, I knew you could do it. Never had a doubt that you wouldn't finish your first night. It was, after all, one lovely cakewalk. Anyway, now that I got rid of the guy that was a possible threat to me, I'll be straight with you. The animatronics are evil. Oh wow, what a plot twist! But you didn't see that one coming. The developer on this game has given up on the story long ago, and it's already boring to listen to the phone guy as it is. So how about if I just give you the information you need and stop rambling? Mangle will try to attack you tonight, but her mechanic is Freddy and Raggy's. Basically, she's going to attack you from one of the doors and she'll make her radio sound when she's at the door. Very stealthy indeed. Now you have to pay attention because there is a new game mechanic that needs explaining. Of course there is. Our buddy from Cam 6 and one little girl are going to attack you as well. Basically, they will come in your office and you'll have to hide under your desk from them. I believe it was something about the light in the office affecting their eye scanners badly and they couldn't see for a bit. Probably an excuse from the company, but you shouldn't really think too much about it. To head into the desk in your office, you just have to click under it. If you have trouble finding it, I'm sure the little cursor thing will get bigger when it's overlapping it. Just try to move your mouse around the office desk. If you can't do that, please, for the love of God, find an instruction book on how to use a mouse. When those animatronics leave your room, you'll hear a running sound and the light will flicker. Also, you can't see the girl and she'll only whistle when she starts moving or something. Anyway, I'm tired from talking and they don't even pay me by the hour. Have fun and try not to die too much. See you tomorrow.
It's a new day. It's your time to shine. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for disappearance, death, or dismemberment.
I won't repeat the word hello this time. How about that? Anyways, even though there aren't any new animatronics tonight, I still have to talk and waste your time, because that's my job, being a phone guy. And I barely get paid for that. You know, FNAF is usually a very challenging game, and people love torturing themselves at night 7 and whatnot. But I have a new challenge, harder than anything else. I call it the do not click the mute button challenge. Basically, I'll talk some nonsense for a long time, and you aren't allowed to mute me. All this while trying to protect yourself from scary robotic furries. Do you accept the challenge? Next, because I just tricked a few fools into thinking that what I said wasn't going to be important, but actually I'm going to tell you some of the story of the game, as well as explaining some stuff. I learned these cool trolling tricks from my buddy Scott Coffin. The last game, he said. There are going to be more games, he said. In before he makes a bunch of ports, a few new games, and a movie. Anyways, I'll first cover the confusion around Axel's gender, for you see, lots of people assume that Axel was a girl, when in reality Axel is indeed a boy. Seriously, you should have known from his name, honestly. Looking at you, Fusion Z Gamer, calling Axel the troll lady, well, what were you thinking? I'll have to use that on my wife sometime now. Also, people were confused as to why the animatronics in the second game had different names, and some of them also said it didn't make sense. It was just a creative choice, okay? It's a fan game, it doesn't have to follow the original game in every regard. Well, now we have the confusion out of the way, let's talk about the story. I'll start by recapping the previous two games, my bad. Because some people, yet again, were confused. So basically our little buddy Axel and his girlfriend were taken by Greg, Axel's father, to Freddy's freaking pizzeria, because that was such a good idea. Greg is a real nice guy though. It was the developers who used provoke spite for him, but oh well. I guess don't judge a book by its cover. Everything was going well for them until our villain of the story, Shadow Freddy, appeared and ruined the party. He basically killed Axel's girlfriend and, you know, converted Axel into Greg and animatronics to take their life energy or something. Then Ballora tried to save them and Shadow Freddy zapped him. It all ended with the scene where Greg stopped Shadow Freddy and was about to attack him or something. Also, a character by the name of Danielle exists. Well, that's all the mood I have for telling you tonight. Might tell you what happened next tomorrow. Hopefully you haven't died before the end of this phone call, but oh well, see ya.
It's a new day. It's your time to shine. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for disappearance, death, or dismemberment.
Good morning, Night Guard. There are even more animatronics with new mechanics today. The developer of this game just can't give me or you a break, can he? So, let's start off with Gold Mangle. She'll randomly appear in your office and you gotta hold on the magical flying music box button. She'll disappear after some time and wind in the music box. Just make sure you keep an eye on it. And would you look at that? Axel is back too. What do you know? He's here for the fun as well. So you can choose to pay attention to him or not, because he can't actually kill you this time around. I don't ever think he's been able to do that anyway. So how he works is you'll have to watch for a little button that'll appear on your desk sometimes when you close out of the camera. It has a symbol in a background. If the symbol is an X and you press it, then Axel will go on your bad side and turn your camera off for a little while. But if you press it and there's a check, he'll give you little good things. As for the background part of it just flashes an insane color to try and trick you out. The last word that'll come tonight is Nightmare Leonardo, or should I say, Dee Dee. Basically, a electric computer from the 80s will appear on your desk randomly with a dancing Dee Dee video playing on it. And it'll bring an animatronic that hasn't been enabled before. Now, just like an Ultimate Custom Night, it can bring a few secret characters. Isn't that great? Telling you how to deal with them will ruin the scares, so I'll just tell you about them tomorrow. You just gotta hope Click Team won't spawn them. And of course, you can also just avoid using the cameras as much as possible, too. As for Shadow Freddy, who can be spawned by Dee Dee, you just flash the light in his eyes. He doesn't like lights in his eyes at 3 AM. Okay, that's that. Gotta get myself a drink now. All this talking made me thirsty. Good night.
You like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night.
It's a new day. It's your time to shine. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for disappearance, death, or dismemberment.
Hello, hi. Today I'm invited to a party, so I'll be as quick as possible. I'll tell you how to deal with the secret characters that Nightmare Leonardo can bring in. The first one of which is Fredbear. All you have to do when he appears is to flip the camera monitor up or down. Just like how you dealt with Yendo in Sister Location Custom Night. Not that hard of a thing to do if you ask me. The next challenger is Foxy. Now this is epic. When freaking Shadow Foxy appears, he'll glow for a bit. You mustn't flash him with your flashlight during his glow, or else you are a dead gunner. You have to wait for him to stop glowing, and then you must use your flashlight on him. There's also
I know how much you like to fight, so we'll add a new problem to your night. I know how much you like to fight, so we'll add a new problem to your night. I know how much you like to fight, so we'll add a new problem to your night. How unfortunate. How...
It's a new day. It's your time to shine. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for disappearance, death, or dismemberment.
so much more spacious in here. I may stay a while.
I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night.
Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for disappearance, death, or dismemberment. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for disappearance, death, or dismemberment.
Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Uh-oh, unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night. How unfortunate. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night.
Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for disappearance, death, or dismemberment. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for disappearance, death, or dismemberment.
Unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night.
It's a new day. It's your time to shine. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for disappearance, death, or dismemberment. It's a new day. It's your time to shine. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for disappearance, death, or dismemberment. It's a new day. It's your time to shine. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for disappearance, death, or dismemberment.
like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night.
Me bird likes you, so I'll do ye a favor.
It's a new day. It's your time to shine. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for disappearance, death, or dismemberment.
unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. Uh-oh, how unfortunate. I know how much you like to fight, so I'll add a new problem to your night.
𝗣𝗟𝗔𝗬𝗟𝗏 likes you, so I'll do ye a favor.
So much more space.
It's a new day. It's your time to shine. 𝗣𝗟𝗏 Entertainment is not responsible for disappearance, death, or dismemberment.